official inspiration came from 1954 when he was working on a PhD dissertation, University of Wisconsin. He was teaching a supervisory class, and he thought, well, I'm working on my dissertation. I'm teaching a class. I might as well find out if they like the program or not. And okay, I might then find out if they learned anything. And then later on, well, what do you know? I might see if they actually did anything with it. So that's what happened then. It was, he didn't call it a level. He didn't call it the 4 levels Kirkpatrick model. And really, he just looked at the initial response, the learning, and if they applied it. He didn't say anything at that point about the results, but that came a few years later. But prior to that, the inspiration, which is what the question was, came from 1944 when he was a private first class in the Army, and he found himself in France. And long story short, he and his company were told to hold a canal bridge at all costs. And so that was their job. And it started getting dark, and as it was getting darker, they got more afraid. And it was almost like a culture of fear. But then they could hear the enemy coming from the distance. But all of a sudden, his words to me, he told me this shortly before he died, is, quote, our training kicked in and we all knew what we needed to do. And we did it. We held the enemy off. Reinforcements came. And at the end of that, when they knew they were safe, they all broke down, falling on the ground, crying, holding each other, all that. And at that moment, he made a commitment that said, if ever I get the chance to repay the people that trained me and saved the lives of me and my buddies, I will take it. And so 10 years later, he got that chance, and he was good to his promise.